guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book talk on First There Was Forever by Juliana Romano, and this is a very impromptu video. I actually just finished this book about 15 minutes ago. I read this book in one sitting. It's a 400-page book. I just read it in one sitting. I don't know what happened, but I just kind of got so sucked into it and I was just reading it, and then I was like, I want to film a book talk on it just because I need to get my thoughts out. So this is very random, like I didn't get ready for the video. The lighting is kind of bad because I usually don't film at this time of night, but I hope you guys can bear with me because I do want to tell you guys a little bit about this book. For those of you that have never heard of it, I know this is a little bit of a newer release, so I want to give you guys a little bit of a spoiler-free summary, of course, and then I'm going to talk a few details that, you know, I just want to talk about. But I did give this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It is a YA contemporary book and I did enjoy it. I thought it was a nice fast-paced read, very summery kind of beach read in my opinion, but I didn't really connect with the characters, or there wasn't a big shock factor that I was hoping there was going to be. So I gave it a 3.5, which I think is a fair rating. It doesn't mean I didn't like it because I really did enjoy the story. Obviously I did. I read this in one sitting. I did not get up from my bed for like 3 hours, but basically this story follows a young girl named Lima. She is a sophomore in high school and she has this best friend. Her best friend's name is Haley, and they have been inseparable since they were little girls, and they've been best friends for years and years and years. But suddenly when they become sophomores, Haley is kind of changing and she decides that she's more interested in partying and getting drunk and wasted and just, you know, hanging out with the cool kids, and she just kind of starts ignoring Lima. And Lima is really upset about it. Lima's kind of different from Haley. Lima's very smart and she likes to spend her time studying and hanging out with her mom, and they kind of start drifting apart. What you find out at the beginning of the book is that Haley has a crush on this guy. His name's Nate, and she's basically been crushing on him her whole entire life, and everybody knows it. He basically even knows it, and Haley tries really hard to get his attention, but he just isn't feeling her. But when Haley and Lima start drifting apart, Lima finds herself spending a little bit more time with Nate than she would have ever imagined, and she starts to find herself falling for him, and she doesn't know what to do because even though her and Haley are kind of drifting apart, they were still best friends. They're still friends, but she just can't help the undeniable attraction that she has for this boy. So over this book, we basically see Lima struggling with that, Lima and Haley's friendship struggling. It's not just a romance, but it is a friendship type story and a little bit of a coming of age story. So if that sounds anything interesting to you, I would definitely recommend picking it up. I definitely think this will be a great one for summer, and I'll definitely recommend it to you guys if I do summer contemporary recommendations videos, because I know you guys like those. So if I ever end up doing one of those videos, this will probably be in it. But for those of you that are interested now, I definitely think you should pick it up. I think it's definitely worth the read, and who knows what you guys will think about it. But if you have read the book and you want to hear me talk a little bit of the spoiler stuff, then just keep on watching because we're going to get into that now. So bye non-spoiler people, and now we're going to talk details. So to start out, I really enjoyed Lima's character. I honestly felt a very personal connection with Lima. I had a relationship in my past with a girl that I was best friends with since we were very little girls, just like Haley and Lima. And then one day, you know, my friend, she's just kind of started getting a little bit ahead of me with things, kind of becoming interested in things that I wasn't really interested in yet, and our friendship just kind of dissipated, almost like we see Lima and Haley's in the book. And so I really related with Lima on that level, and I definitely felt her pain. The one thing I didn't really quite get is that throughout this whole story, we see Haley be absolutely cruel to Lima. Like, honestly, she says some very hurtful things. She says that, like, everybody thinks she doesn't have a personality and that she's boring and that she doesn't want to have her around her new friends because she doesn't think they're cool, like Skylar and stuff, which I thought was totally terrible. Like, and I don't get why Lima wanted to stay friends with Haley after that. Like, I can understand that because they've been friends for so long, she doesn't want the friendship to be over. But if somebody said that to me, if a true friend like that said to me, like, nobody thinks you're cool, you're really boring, I don't want you around with my new friends, I would not want to be friends with them. So I really wasn't sure why Lima the whole book was still trying to, like, be with Haley as a friend. And I guess I understand that because she was kind of secretly fooling around with Nate, she just kind of felt bad for it. But I don't think she should have felt as bad as she did because Haley was terrible to her. So I don't know, I didn't really understand that, but I guess I do kind of get it, but that was kind of made me mad. Another thing that was a little bit of a flaw in the book for me, I just didn't really get, like, the relationship between Lima and Nate. And I got that Nate was supposed to be like this charming guy that was just kind of a likable dude, and Lima just fell for him and he fell for her, but it didn't feel like true to me. Like, I got that they got along well and they like both made each other happy and they were funny with each other, but I didn't like feel the spark. Usually when I'm reading some sort of contemporary romance book, whether it's young adult, new adult, adult, I can usually feel a spark and I'm like, oh my god, they're so destined to be together, it's so real, how can they not tell? In this book, I didn't really feel like I was shipping them. Like, they didn't feel like my OTP. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was just kind of like a high school love type of thing, like a, I hate this phrase, but like teenage love, you know what I mean? But that's kind of what it felt like to me. It didn't feel real to me, I guess, but I mean, whatever. I liked the whole situation where she became friends with Meredith and Walker and Lily and Henry and all those people, but especially Meredith we see is this senior girl, and she just kind of has her life all put together. She's very cool and kind of like too cool for everybody at school. She lives in this huge house with her brother. They go to like antique shops and they go see, you know, silent movies and stuff, and she was just this very mysterious, cool person. But at the end we kind of see how she has trouble really expressing her feelings and having real conversations, and I truly felt bad for her when we found out about this. I don't really know why though. We don't really get a conclusion with her. You know, we see her at the end and we see her and Lima have that conversation, and Lima's like, I feel bad for her, like she can't even hold a real conversation with me. And we didn't really get to see why that was. We didn't see if there was something that happened in her past or anything, and I get that Meredith wasn't the main character of the book and she wasn't that important, but if we had this whole storyline with her, I feel like it should have been resolved at the end, but you know, that's what I liked how we had like Lima's little escape for when her and Haley were fighting. She would go to Meredith's house, and that's kind of where she started seeing Nate more, which was interesting. Usually in a contemporary, I like there to be a little bit more than just like a boy likes girl, girl likes boy, they get together. And that's what my initial appeal to this book was. I read a book a really long time ago. Hold on. It's called Something Like Fate. It's by Susan Colasanti, and it's basically the same concept as this book. It's about these two best friends. One of them likes this boy, and then she goes away for the summer, and then the best friend girl actually falls for him, and then they start dating, and then the girl comes back from summer camp and they keep it a secret. I'm sorry if I just like gave away the whole plot of that book, but you guys know what I mean. It's basically the same thing as this book, but I didn't really like that book because of the writing style. So when I found out about this book, I actually heard about this through Jessica Price's Wong. She talked about it when she unboxed it in one of her recent haul videos, and that's why I decided to pick it. Because I think that whole concept about like the two best friends with the one guy is very interesting. So when I heard about this book being similar to the one that I was talking about before, I had to immediately pick it up. But I didn't feel a deep connection with the characters like I was hoping I would. But it wasn't that big of a letdown. I did enjoy the story. I thought it was like watching a movie almost. It was a very light, fluffy read, and something you can get through really fast. It was a page turner for me because I needed to know what happened, but I feel like all the conclusions weren't perfect. I mean, Haley and Lima obviously didn't really end up friends at the end. You know, Haley was really mad, and I guess I can understand that she has liked Nate for basically her whole life, but she was terrible to Lima the whole book, so I didn't even feel bad for her, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed the book, and I want to hear all of you guys' thoughts on it. If you guys liked it, if you thought it was stupid, you know, whatever. I know this is kind of like a new contemporary book. I'm not sure how many people are going to be talking about it or anything, because I think I'm one of the first people that's actually like read it on BookTube, because I haven't heard anybody except for Jessica talk about it, and she hasn't even read it yet. So if you guys have read this book, which obviously you have if you're watching this part of the video, I want to hear everything about it that you enjoyed or disenjoyed, or anything that you have to say about this book, because, you know, I'm interested to know. So let me know in the comments below what you thought and everything like that. That's going to be it for today, guys. I hope that was okay. I didn't go into too much details or anything, but I didn't take notes. I literally finished the book 30 minutes ago, but I hope this was an enjoyable video. And if you guys like these kind of more relaxed book talks where I like just finished the book and I don't really have notes, but everything's kind of fresh in my mind and easy to talk about, let me know. I'm trying really hard lately to kind of do more book talks, because it's something that I shied away from in the past because I'm just bad at getting all my thoughts into sentences when I'm talking, but I'm working on it, so I hope you guys are enjoying them. Let me know if you guys have any other summer contemporary recommendations. I want to read a couple before summer hits so I can do videos for you guys about summer contemporaries. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always, and please please like it if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you guys all next time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye!
Turn my radio up and it's just my luck.